your engine.
All right, race fans, it's time for another Formula Rock highlight video, and it's round number 14. We were supposed to go to Brazil, a track called Cumbica, on an airport runway, but there were pit stall problems, so we substituted that race, and we're at OWR Papyrus. This is our fourth visit to this racetrack, and we had 18 drivers show up for the event. That's a nice-sized field for this race. Backing up his very first ever Formula Rock win last week, Tucson 4 bags the pole position this week with a 197.150 mile per hour lap, leading 18 cars down for the green flag, and that will be 53 laps here at, well, of course, OWR Papyrus. And the field comes down, the green is out, we are racing. This is an incredibly fast road course, wide open, bank corners, 198 to 200 miles per hour laps. Tucson 4 has the lead. In second place on the opening lap, Perez in the number 9 American flag ride. He's got Mark B and Escuba 1 duking it out right behind him. We're coming down the hill into the one tricky right-hander. This is the toughest corner on the track. Ooh, and you can see a couple guys get up into the hill. We had some new drivers tonight. We'll get into that in a minute. Coming down the hill for the first time, Armalat's going to almost get in the back of Randy R3. Swing to the right to avoid him. Very thoughtful. Damages his own car, but doesn't take anybody else out. Very nice. But at the same, a couple seconds later, in the same corner, DBD's going to get on the flat. That's going to upset the handling. The car's going to, he tries to save it, but he is going to loop it. And that's going to bring out the very first yellow in this race. And we get behind the pace car. If you read his bumper, use your head, drivers. So, okay. Apparently trying to send out a message. I don't know. And your pace car is going to bring him around. Simple little spin. Everybody continues. Nobody's damaged. All right, this is a tricky racetrack, so there's probably going to be issues. The pace car's off the track. Tucson 4 is leading them down. That's Perez and the blinking Mark B in third. And the green is about to come out right there. We're racing once again. All righty, we're coming in through one of the bank corners. That's Johnny Kaz racing with Escuba 1. Mark B's in there. This is the top 5. You're looking at number 100 in the sponsor needed ride. This is Cow Tipper, who raced in the old R3 Dirt Series many times. This is his very first event in Formula Rock. Just behind that, you're looking at number 11, Lance Mofo. He's going to go wide. Oh, tags the fence there. He keeps it going, stays off the, whoa, gets a little loose. But now Camaro guy's into him. Let's take a look at that again. Camaro guy goes up. Oh, he taps the wall as well, gets loose, tries to come down the track. Lance Mofo going to be in his way, tries to avoid him, taps him. He's into the fence. None of that very serious, and all will continue. You're looking at number 30. This is Slick. He races regularly in the Monday Night Rock Truck Series. This is his very first event in a Formula Rock event, and welcome to the series. Hopefully you new guys will continue to race with us because it was good having you out there. All right, Slick on the track. All right, drivers heading away from us, coming down to clock off a lap. That's another returning driver, number 111, Scrambled Eggs. Haven't seen him in a Formula Rock event in about 4 to 4.5 months. It's good having Scrambled Eggs back on the racetrack here at beautiful OWR Papyrus. All right, the field's coming down to clock off another lap. Tucson 4 has the lead, but Perez dives to the inside, bringing Mark B, Escuba 1, Johnny Kaz, a bunch of guys with him. Perez is now your new leader, one of the guys in the championship fight. Perez out front. A little bit farther back, even though he had a big fire in his shop this week, number 00 RPM still gets his car to the track, keeping those Indy dreams alive. Little contact, side-by-side contact between Tucson 4, Johnny Kaz. Johnny Kaz big time into the wall. Big spin, smacks the nose again. He's going to slide to a stop, hold his position, and let these cars go. That was very sporting. Let's take a look at that again. Tucson 4 up on 2 wheels, but really no contact to speak of for Tucson 4. He will continue without damage. Just behind that, like I said, brand new driver number 30, Slick. Coming into that tricky right-hander, cars everywhere, dives to the bottom, smash him, can't get slowed up, just taps him in the back, it's going to send him up the track, just bump Roe Warrior. Let's take a look at that. Roe's just cruising along, boom, little tap, nice little spin for Roe, hits the bottom, he's cool, he keeps it going. Yellow flag is out. All right, we keep warning everybody about that right-hander. Guys, now, I don't know what Perez is doing. We're supposed to line up nose to tail. He's as low on the track as you can possibly be. Just so you know, we line up nose to tail, guys. Okay, Perez. Oh, no, he's fixed it. Perez is out in front as we go back to green flag racing. You're on board with Scrambled Eggs as we head down the hill. This is that tricky right-hander. The only right-hand corner on this track. This corner, is one difficult corner to get just right. It looks like Scrambled Eggs is going to get by Snake Oil, but as you can see, he kind of bogged down on the bottom and couldn't pull off the pass. That's Mofo Noop again. Third time's a charm through this corner. Ooh, tags the wall again. Comes down off the wall, gets into front of Cow Tipper. Ooh, Camaro guy gets into him. We got a big wreck this time. This isn't going to be pretty. Whoa, we got more cars involved. Let's take a look at this. We're going to explore this a little bit, people. Coming down into the corner here, the tough right-hander. You're looking at Slick. The accident happens in front of him. He's trying to slow up, but he gets tangled up. Ooh, head on into the wall. He slides down right in front of Jamie Tedder. Big, big wreck for Slick. And his motor, oh yeah. Motor lets go. And unfortunately, Slick, brand new to Formula Rock, only gets a few laps in, and he's out. We're on board with Jamie Tedder. As you can see, it happened so fast. No place for Jamie Tedder to go. There's smoke up ahead. He's in the smoke, can't see, dives to the bottom, and all of a sudden, wham! No place for Jamie Tedder to go. Let's look at that from outside. Here's Jamie Tedder again in the smoke, trying to get out of the way. No way to avoid Slick. Spins on the grass. All right, that's, of course, a huge yellow flag, and that's going to bring a number of drivers into the pits. Randy R3, Snake Oil, Scrambled Eggs, DVD, Jamie Tedder, a bunch of guys, Cow Tipper, Lance Mofo Noop, and Smash 'em. A bunch of guys in for pit stops. Anyway, we get everything cleaned up. Everybody's happy. Life is good. Pace car is in. Perez is still in the lead. Green's out. We are, well, maybe the green's not out yet. It might be, okay, it's out right about now. There you go. All right, the field goes on down into turn 1, and you're looking at the battle for third place with Mark B and Tucson 4. Scuba 1 is up ahead of them. Right there at the bottom of your screen. Behind the battle is Armalat and Johnny Kaz as the race gets back up to speed. There's kind of a breakaway now. This is the second bunch. Snake Oil, Cow Tipper, RPM, Randy R3, they're all in that bunch. Scrambled Eggs is in there. We're coming down into that tricky right-hander, and Cow Tipper's going to go right up against the wall. Mr. Rim Rider just taps the wall, but then he comes screaming down off, almost gets into RPM, very close. That's going to allow Scrambled Eggs, Randy R3 by, and DBD's going to be up in there as well. Jamie Tedder, we got a bunch of drivers shifting positions. As we continue on, we're back up front. Mark B wants to be the leader. Dives low, has Tucson 4, Armalat, the Scuba 1 all going with him as we come down to end the lap. You're going to be on board with Johnny Kaz now heading down the hill into that, like I said before, tricky right-hander. Tough place to get it right. Johnny Kaz all the way up to the wall. Very easy to drift out like that. As we continue on, DBD has Scrambled Eggs, Jamie Tedder, and Cow Tipper in there. Lance Mofo Noop back a little bit. Randy R3 is leading that second bunch as the first bunch now comes down to clock off another lap. That's Mark B leading. Armalat now in second place. Looks like a Scuba 1 diving into third. Tucson 4 out on the outside there. Armalat looks like he's going to be taking over the lead right about this point. The second group now, we have a breakaway up front, so this second group is working together. That's Randy R3 leading with Scrambled Eggs second, DVD third. Cow Tipper's in there. Bunch of other guys. Anyway, two factions racing together. Armalat's not going to lead the lap, though, as Scuba 1 is going to go by underneath him as we get down towards the end of the lap with Mark B helping him out. Coming down out of the final corner onto the front straight, it'll be a Scuba 1 that picks up the 5 bonus points and shuffling Ronnie back to third. Whoa! Camaro guy was apparently kidnapped by aliens. He escaped, but they blew his motor for him. He's got to go all the way around the pits to get that fixed. He's screwed for the night. All right, you're on board with DBD, who's right behind Scrambled Eggs. Randy R3, this is that second group trying to work together to catch back up to that breakaway up front. As you can see, they're nowhere in sight. They're about 4 seconds up the track here from this second bunch. Cow Tipper diving underneath DBD, trying to pull off a pass. Jamie Tedder hanging on the outside. Whoa! Gets a little loose, saves it, doesn't lose the position. Still going after DBD. That's impressive little car save there. All right, we've got, that's Smash 'em going by the still wrecked car of Camaro guy. We haven't seen Smash 'em yet. He's still on the racetrack in an identical car to Cow Tipper. Both guys running the 100 sponsor needed ride. Smash-O's never been here before, or Smash 'em's never been here before. Back up front, Mark B leading. Armalat is back in second. The second group now, DBD's leading it with Scrambled Eggs second, Randy R3 third. So this second bunch now, whoa, and Scrambled Eggs drift wide. Randy R3's trying to pull off the pass low. Looks like he's going to get that accomplished as we come up to the 180 left-hander. Alrighty then. But it's about this time we've had a long green flag stint, and the first of the leaders are going to peel off. That's a Scuba 1 and Prez working together, and they're the first guys into the pits. About that time, though, Mark B leading. Armalet's trying to go underneath. He's going to tap him in the back, gets him up into the wall, but he keeps it going, so no yellow flag. Mark B's going to lose a few positions over that one. All right, so Armalet finally picks up the 5 bonus points for leading that 1 lap, but Tucson 4 goes right back, and that will be his 1 lap led in this race. Meanwhile, the second bunch still fighting together. DBD still leading, Randy R3 in there, scrambled eggs. Usual guys, Cow Tipper, same bunch, working together. But about this time, of course, Mark B is going to pit. He might have a little damage from that wall slap, although pretty minor. And now it's Tucson 4 leading with Johnny Kaz in second place as we continue on. But without all those guys working together and the second bunch continuing to work together, they've caught Armalet, and that whole second bunch is going by. That moves them into the top 4 now, dropping Armalet back a bit. Then they catch Snake Oil. Or I guess they were already, oh, never mind. They were already working with Snake Oil. Just forget what I'm talking about. All right, Tucson 4, Johnny Kaz, Armalet all peel off for their pit stops. And that hands the lead to Snake Oil as DBD dives underneath him, Randy R3 with him. This is the battle for the point now, with Cow Tipper in there as well. These guys now leading. On board with Cow Tipper as we come up to that downhill. This is the top 4 guys now. They were running in that second bunch for a long time, but the leaders have all pitted now as we come through this tricky 1 right-hander. Only 1 right-hander on this track. All right, if we're getting down towards the end of the lap, Randy R3 has a run on DBD. DBD goes way wide and lets him go. Cow Tipper comes up as well. Randy R3 now with the lead, and he will come down the front straight. This is important for the championship fight between Armalet and Randy R3. Randy R3 picks up the important 5 bonus points as well, and that's his only lap leading, as Cow Tipper outbreaks Randy R3 into the pits, Randy R3 being just a little cautious. And that is going to allow Cow Tipper to have 1 lap out front in his very first Formula Rock event right there. Picks up the 5 bonus points. But it's Snake Oil who beats them all out after their stop. Meanwhile, this nice little fight for 5th during pit stops between Roe Warrior and Jamie Tedder. These 2 guys have raced together a ton of times and out on the track doing it again. All right. Randy R3 and Cow Tipper, these guys have raced on dirt many times together. It's the first time they've raced together, though, in about two and a half years. Funny how they keep ending up on the track together. Randy R3 and Cow Tipper duking it out. All right, after everything shakes out, pit stops are all done. It's Prez out front, the Scuba 1 in second. These 2 guys pitted together early and are working together still. This is Smash 'em in the other 100 sponsor needed ride. He's going to get a little wide. RPM thinks he's got a spot to go by him, but gets him at the side of him. Puts him in the wall, and that's going to be our first yellow in quite a while here at the Papyrus Speedway. All right then, that brings out the yellow. A lot of the guys who pitted early on are in, like Prez, the Scuba 1. I think Armalet was in there, couldn't tell for sure. All right, after everything shakes out and is done, we got Snake Oil out front, Randy R3 second, Cow Tipper third, Tucson 4 fourth, DBD fifth, as the field comes down, getting ready for the restart. And the green is out. Snake Oil gets a good jump at the start, and we're back to racing. Cow Tipper, things are going to start to go bad for Cow Tipper here in a little bit. I'm not sure exactly when it happens. He's third right now. Going to go wide on Randy R3. Randy R3 is trying to stay on the bottom to not get in his way, but he's going to get down on the flat, and that's going to kick his car up a little bit as Cow Tipper comes down, side to side, a little contact. Cow Tipper's going to lose 2 or 3, 4 positions over that one, but continues. All right, then this battle, Armalet's going to go up and tag the wall. It's loose. He's trying to save it. It's going to jackknife big time. And a big slap into the wall for Armalet. At exactly the same time, in a separate incident, let's watch that again, Prez right behind that wall slapper gets down on the flat, loses it. And he's going to go up and slap the wall as well. Just misses the Scuba 1. That's 2 guys into the wall in 5 seconds. I don't pick one. One of those brought out the yellow flag. I don't know which. So we're going to restart. It's going to be Snake Oil, Randy R3, Tucson 4, and DBD top 4. That's all I can see. Coming down for the green flag. And there it is. We're racing. Now you know. All right, then you're on board with DBD. in the high bank section, running in 4th place. That's Tucson 4 up ahead of him. As we come around through the banking, turns out RPM is going to sit quite a while in the pits, getting some either repairs done. I'm not sure, but he lost about 3 laps. All right, Randy R3 gets bottled up a little bit behind Snake Oil, backs off to keep from hitting him. That's going to give Tucson 4 a run up the inside, and DBD coming up the backside. As we head into the next corner, there's going to be a slap into the side of Randy R3, putting R3 hard into the crash wall, up on 2 wheels. I think R3 is going for the sliding on 2 wheels Formula Rock record. He may have it. He just missed the record. At the same time, Row Warrior coming into the same corner, gets on the flat, car jackknife, spins it around, gets tagged by Camaro guy down onto the flat. Row has a little bit of damage, but not too much. But let's take a look at this again. We got to figure this out. This is the 4th week in the row. Randy R3 has been hit in the back end and put in the fence. And so we decided to get on board one of the other cars that has a picture cam on their nose cone, take a picture and find out what is drawing people into the back of Randy R3's car. I have not seen this yet, but here's the picture that one of our guys was able to capture from that. All right, which one of you jokers put that on the back of my car? Anyway, yellow's out. It's going to bring a bunch of guys into the pits. Randy R3 is going to be in there for a little while. Get some damage fixed. On the next lap, just about everybody comes in for pit stops. And so Snake Oil's finally going to relinquish the lead. As everything is straightened out, it's our Season 2 champion, number 910, Jamie Tedder, with the point. And he's picking up the 5 bonus points. We don't see him very often because of his work schedule, but he's out on the track leading the race. That's Johnny Kaz in second. Green is going to come out right about there, and we are racing with Jamie Tedder out front. Very nice. In that beautiful black and yellow car that we all love so much. Hey, look, the car in second's black and yellow too. Anyway, Armalat racing. Whoa, he gets really loose, gets down on the flat, saves it. Randy R3's watching him, getting a little nervous because he's going to do that a bunch more. Anyway, here's the fight for the lead. Johnny Kaz is trying to go wide. He has to move out of the way. Perez now in second. Tucson 4 drops into third. Johnny Kaz will have to slot back in 4th. A couple of corners later, Perez, Tucson 4, and Johnny Kaz push Perez past, leading Jamie Tedder now to take over the lead. Perez back out front. It's been a while since he's been leading in this race, and so now he is back out front. All right, we're going to be on board with Randy R3. Randy R3's been watching Armalat, who's been struggling with the ill-handling car. He goes down on the flat again, starts to spin. R3's closing big time, knows there's going to be a crash, dives to the inside to try to avoid it, hoping the crash stays to the outside. No, it does not. And Randy R3 is going for that sliding on 2 wheels record yet again, seeing if he can break the record. But he gets to the bottom, car rolls over, car's flying through the air here, more slamming. But surprisingly, Randy R3's car is still working. Let's take a look at that from a couple of angles. This is Ron. He's on the flat, smoking his tires, drifts up the track. He's trying to fight a loose car, gets into Jamie Tedder. Both cars come down the track, then back up the track, collect the Scuba One. It looks like it's just about over, sliding to a stop, but then they bang into a Scuba One, and we have more. There's Randy R3 tumbling around. All right. Ooh, big slam from Smash Him. We'll take a look at all of this and sort it out. Give us a second here. All right, Jamie Tedder gets tagged in the back end. Goes up on 2 wheels, head on into the crash wall, collected by Armalat again. They slide to a stop, collect the Scuba One. Boom, more contact. And before Jamie Tedder even has a chance to move, he is kidnapped by aliens and removed from the track. Frightening. All right, let's look at Randy R3 now. He goes to the inside, hoping the crash will go to the outside. It does, and it comes down and collects him. He's hit by the Scuba One, gets into the back. He slides along on 2 wheels for an hour and a half. Car finally is going to roll over right there a couple of times. Contact sends Armalat back into Randy R3 again. But, he's headed in the right direction, so, how cool is that? Let's take a look at a Scuba One. Crash happens in front of him, no place to go. He's looking pretty good. Slight wall contact, no big deal. Car doesn't look damaged. He's going to be okay, and then, now he's going to roll over a bunch. Suddenly the crash gets a lot worse for a Scuba One. And finally, one last thing. Smash Him running around at the back, knows the crash is happening up ahead, decides it'll be wise to go to the bottom and avoid the accident, but he collects, Armalat, and he has a big tumble down the racetrack. Now you think that's it, right? Well, there's less than 10 laps to go, so everybody's racing back under yellow. There's going to be a slight contact from Tucson 4 in the back of Prez's car. He's trying to save it, but goes right into Johnny Kaz. This is going to be a huge, huge accident for Johnny Kaz. The motor blows on Prez's car. That's going to be the end of Prez's day right there on the spot. Let's take a look at Johnny Kaz, though. He's already had a bad accident this year, or a couple of them, but this one may be the worst of the season. Big altitude, huge crash, and just as he's getting over, Road Warrior gets into him as well. The motor blows. Johnny Kaz slams the inside wall. There goes the motor. That's just ugly. Here's Road Warrior. No place to go. He's up in the air. Big time flip for Roe as well. His motor blows. It keeps moving, but he's got heavy, heavy damage. But he does make it back to the pits, and that's going to send a bunch of guys in. Now, Randy R3 is going to go ahead with less than 10 laps to go, come in and get the repairs on the car, while a different strategy, Armalat's going to decide to stay out and hope for the best. We'll see who had the best strategy. All right. There's about 6 laps to go. The green comes out right there. Tucson 4, oh, well, okay, no, the green comes out down here. Okay, thanks, make a liar out of me. Now the green is out. We only go about 100 yards, but as you can see the car at the back, let's catch up with that. Because the yellow comes out right off the bat, and we couldn't figure out what it was at the time, but here it is. Just as the green comes out, Camaro guy stands on the gas and the motor lets go. That's your final yellow. So everybody on the racetrack now knows this is it. They have one chance to gain positions. This lap will end in yellow, and the race will end under yellow flag conditions. So everybody's racing back. Tucson 4 has the lead. Snake Oil second. Lance Mofo Noob third. Scrambled Eggs in fourth. We're coming down the hill to the right-hander. The last time under speed conditions. DBD and Armalat find room under Scrambled Eggs, who went way wide. The Scuba 1 is in there as well. We got a major battle going on for positions. The first thing, things start to go really bad, and here's the first thing. Contact puts the Scuba 1 in the wall. That allows Randy R3 pass for that. Randy R3 is focused on that orange car. A couple seconds later, DVD gets into the back just barely on Lance Mofanoop, gets on the grass, can't save it, slides across the track right into Scrambled Eggs. That takes those two guys out of the competition, losing a bunch of positions. Let's take a look at Scrambled Eggs on that one. Tries to avoid DVD, no place to go. He's an innocent victim on that one. Upside down, he will drop to an eventual 10th. DVD will end up 7th. Randy R3, however, focused on Armalat. Armalat 4th, Randy R3 5th, trying to outdrag him and just nips him at the start-finish line, moving Randy R3 into 4th place. So let's take a look at your top 5 finishers, since this race will end under yellow. Armalat will have to settle for 5th place. Let a lap, picked up 5 bonus points, will lose 5 points in the points championship. Big deal. Randy R3, that last second pass on Armalat will move him into 4th place despite a whole bunch of damage. Randy R3 will still get 4th place anyway. Bringing it home with his best finish so far of Season 7. He has a couple of victories at Formula Rock, but 3rd place is his best finish so far this season for Lance Mofanoop in the Reese's Pieces ride. Very good for Lance Mofanoop. Bringing it home with another 2nd place, the king of 2nd places, number 17, Snake Oil. Drove a really good race, led a bunch of laps, a lot of them under yellow, and will settle for an outstanding 2nd place. But this is amazing. Has never won a race in Formula Rock until last week. Wins there, comes out this week, gets pole, and bags his 2nd career victory in a row. Does it in a row, runs into the back of the pace car. That probably wasn't the best thing to do. But, you know, hey, there he is. He wins. Outstanding. So as we watch the final bits of this race from another angle, here's your final race result from Papyrus Park, February 8th, 2007. Next week, we're off to the Little Bull Ring, Milwaukee, where things can happen incredibly fast. Hopefully you'll all be there. It's always been exciting when we've gone there. All right, guys. Appreciate you all coming out. It's nice having you all here. We'll see you all next week. Have a good night.